Fourjacs TV, Madden 17 edition. Streaming us live on YouTube. This is your host, Jack, coming to you live from the Fourjacs Studios in Los Angeles, California. February 10th, 2017, 11:13 p.m. Let's do it. Peace, y'all.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cardinals going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's watch an AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the stop, Kevin Minter. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Come on, let's go!
On second down, Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. If they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson is one of the best corners in the game as well. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play up any down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the counter, Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
short yardage. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they want to come out of the gate.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3rd and goal now. The defense, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in, and the Cowboys are in for 6. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts the defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now Elliott. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Johnson. They find some open field here. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 75 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A big run that time by Elliott. 49 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers will tell the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
Second down, Palmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bring it down for a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Right now, blue 58. Blue 58.
On third down, Palmer. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
See, yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer got a man, and he hits him in stride. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Let's go!
Second down, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one. But I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
Regular. Here we go. Regular.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
All right now. Blue 95. Blue 95. Sally 19. Here we go.
Now Palmer on first down. Looking deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And you think of all the years, speaking of Witten, that he's been around, but that touchdown catch he had against the Packers in the playoffs this year, that was his first postseason career TD.
Come on. That's personal.
Yeah.
That's not true. Where did you get that stat?
Now, that's not as much his fault as their lack of postseason appearances, but it was his first.
That's for real? That's legit?
That is legit.
Hard to believe.
Still, and this is a guy that hasn't missed a game since his rookie. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his kick is right through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
And he better hope that he's lonesome, because whoever's standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer, he gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 5, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The first down carry here for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Get ready.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, but when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
There we go with 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson fighting him off.
Ran right through the trash.
And brought inside the 10 to the 7.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain it. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figured the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment until they slow us down. Keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Carson Palmer taking it in. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
Palmer looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Cowboys will go. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And quickly they get to the line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And a short gain here down to the 22. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They run the ball. Oh, no, he lost the football. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go to Elliott again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Lance Dunbar is running back the intended target, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. 1, 9, let's round. Let's round.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He completes it to Bryant. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. speed things up here. Prescott to throw it.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by
Good guy.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Vic, don't open me. Fourjacs TV, Madden 17 edition. This is your host, Jack. That was episode 199. Tune in next time, God willing, for episode 200 of Fourjacs TV.